I want to go onto YouTube channels. We're just doing YouTube channels to review them and give feedback and, learn and see what they can improve on, see what I can gather, my evidence to see, like, the thumbnail looks bad. I'm going to say, hey, maybe the thumbnail should be, look like this instead. Say, hey, maybe you should try this. And, your editor that you're using right now is terrible. Don't use that editor. It's probably what? Freaking iMovie, dude? Don't use iMovie. Not in 2020. Six. I forgot what year we're in. Clovis YT. Does it say here? Okay. So let's read what he has to say. I didn't even read it yet. I just want to go into it. Hey everyone, I recently just uploaded a video that I put a lot of effort into, but it's getting very few impressions. Strange part is that the click-to rate and watch time aren't terrible considering the small number of impressions, but YouTube isn't showing it to many people. Here's what I've done. Created a custom thumbnail that I think is eye-catching, wrote a title with relevant keywords, added a description, tags, chapters. The video is fully edited and has decent pacing. These are things that he thinks he has done. We're gonna debate that. We're gonna see if he's actually done these things. I'm gonna say this right off the top. These are things I don't know. I don't know everything. I'm not gonna know everything, but I'm here to learn. I'm here to give my experience. We're gonna go through it. So this is his channel. He's made 2 videos. I think he said his most recent video from 2 days ago is doing bad. So I want to check out first his channel. Let's see what his channel is about. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I've been fascinated by the things that we can't fully explain, whether it's unsolved mystery, a strange disappearance, a chilling paranormal encounter, forgotten history, or the internet rabbit hole. I like this a lot. I really actually, like, just genuinely, I like this already. I love deep diving into the details and asking questions that people keep wondering. That's amazing. I like that a lot. What I would do, because just what I would do, your first message here is welcome to my channel. And that's the first thing we see. I think this first line here should be the most captivating. I know you can only put so much in this, like, text line here, but if you can somehow manage to get people to, want to click on it and read more, perfect. How you can do that? Sure, there's many ways. I kind of want to dive into your first video, but we'll do your next one. And this is just great here, too. I like this a lot. It's, nice looking. It's clean. Let's see what we got.
On the night of November 22nd, 1987,
I've seen a lot of these types of videos, like Reddit, where they go over like Reddit stories. I think I always find them really addicting to watch.
something that slipped
Oh, I
through the
hate this
cracks
video. I hate this video so much. I don't want to get possessed today. That's not the
of
goal.
television history and never left. A face appeared on the screens of thousands of people in Chicago. A masked figure, twitching, laughing, saying things that made no sense.
Right
And
off the
then,
bat, and I'm not against it, right? I'm not against it at all. The voice, to me, it's obviously not your real voice. It's nobody's voice. It's TTS, AI, whatever you want to call
a
it. It's
figure.
not exactly bad. I just think having a real voice, not that anything's wrong with having an AI one, but people will gravitate towards real, no matter what it is, real. They want real. They want human. Again, I don't think it's terrible, but if your whole channel is based off of talking, which it is, you're going to be narrating, you're a narrator. I believe you should be talking. You should be the voice of your channel, not letting AI, and and it's going to change eventually. One day you're going to grow out of this voice, I'm sure, and want to change it. I just think being as authentic as possible is
Twitching,
always good. But for now, I don't see an issue with it.
saying things that made no sense. And then, just as suddenly as
And it is a bit slow. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit slow. If your goal is to, where'd you say it? Decent pacing, I think you want to just pick it up a bit more in terms of the
it was
pace.
gone. Viewers watching it at home were suddenly shocked after what they saw on the TV that evening. That small video was disturbing enough to scare the shit out of somebody who was watching it alone. He was
I
able
think
to
if you just like a
process
little bit, like if you just picked it up just slightly, it might be a bit better. Just slightly.
what just
Like it doesn't
happened.
need to be,
And nearly
like that
40
shouldn't be your goal, but pick it up just slightly. Because everyone gets bored, dude. Everyone gets bored in 2 seconds, and it's crazy. And I hate it, but you gotta like adapt to it. Unfortunately.
years later, nobody officially knows who was behind it. This is the story of the Max Headroom incident. One of the strangest unsolved mysteries in television history, which terrified the whole Chicago in 1987.
McMahon and McKinnon 14-0 Bears, then the defense, which hadn't put
This
up
is
a
good.
sack
Like
in
this is
12
very
quarters.
documentary style, and I love this. And your goal isn't to make this the most engaging. Well, obviously, want engaging, but not the most boom, 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 TikTok, 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 shorts. You know, that's not the goal of these videos. These are meant to be long, you know, kind of drawn out a bit, but also educational, and you're not just sitting there bored. It's definitely a creepy freaking video, dude. I'm creeped out. I'm not even gonna lie to you. What's happening?
People are settled bears.
This part here, I don't understand the point of it. Even if you cut from like right here
Television.
to here, cut from that part to that part, get rid of this, in my opinion. Because you already kind of, you know, you got the
we're
intro,
suddenly
and now you're kind
mysteries
of
in
McKinnon.
bringing it back a bit, explaining the history of, you know, the time of when this, you know, when this happened. And then it kind of cuts back to it again. And it's
Chicago.
like, I think it's just cut to this, in my opinion. Again, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me, please. Like, honestly, I'm not here to critique. I don't know what I'm talking about, and I could be wrong. And this is just what I think I would do if I were editing the video, if I were watching the video. Most importantly, like I kind of just skipped this part. Also, I was a little scared too. I'm not gonna lie, and creeped out. Like, here,
People
let me
are
see.
settled in front of their television sets watching the football match of NGL
Slightly.
game between Chicago Bears. At around 9:14 p.m., WGN-TV is broadcasting
that's
the
good
evening
speed.
news. Sports anchor Dan Roan is mid-sentence,
cool,
talking
guys.
about the Chicago Bears game when the signal dies. The screen goes black for a moment. And then the picture comes back, but it isn't Dan Roan anymore.
Could you imagine that? That's just so creepy. And I actually want to watch this video because I'm interested. I've seen this video go around for years. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I'm gonna get possessed.
Well, if you're wondering what's happened, so am I. Actually, the computer that we have running our news from time to time took off and went wild. So what we're going to do is start over from the top of the Bears and tell you once again about the 30-10 victory they had.
The WGN intrusion lasts only about 25 seconds. Engineers at the station scramble to retake control of their signal, and they manage to do it. The news broadcast resumes.
Well, if you're wondering what
Dan Roan returns to the screen, visibly confused but carrying on. And in newsrooms and living rooms
We
across
already seen this part, so again, I'm trying to figure out why is it showing it again, his reaction, the, you know, outcome after the video plays. We already seen it. I think if you can just condense it down a bit, get rid of the first one or keep this one and get rid of the other one. I don't know, but again, if your goal is to have good pacing, I think you keep going back to the same stuff, which isn't always bad depending on the context, but I feel like you could have just shown this kind of once. And if you notice that with documentaries, and I don't watch too many of them, or like, you know, long form content, but they usually don't show the same stuff over and over and over again, depending on, again, not everything's the same, but most of the time, most of the time it's pretty, you know, every scene you kind of look at usually is different.
I just made a giant masterpiece for all the greatest world newspaper nerds.
I'm only skipping because I'm a little creeped out. And it's just weird.
As far as I can tell, a massive electric shock, he died instantly.
The generator.
This time, the broadcast lasts much longer. Vision broadcasts were tightly
Light is
controlled.
geeking right now. I'm
Large
getting
stations.
freaking haunted.
microwave
I'm honestly scared right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just skipping
videos,
because I feel uncomfortable right now. I want to know what happened, but also I'm not into these as much as I once was. All right, we are back. So we're offline now, and I'm going to continue the review here. I do want to finish the video. I do want to watch it through. I know I was skipping it earlier. I was a little scared, not gonna lie, but we're gonna get into it. So let's see. Let's just take it back a bit here. Let's see.
Why this incident shocked so many people, we first need to understand what television looked like in 1987. Today, if someone hacks a live stream, it barely makes the news. But in the 1980s, television wasn't the internet. Television broadcasts were tightly controlled. At the time, television stations often transmitted signals between
So
locations
it's
using
getting into the history of things.
microwave relay systems. These systems relied
Could
on
be
highly
important.
directional transmissions. Under the right circumstances, a stronger signal could potentially overpower the original broadcast. In theory, someone with enough technical knowledge and equipment could temporarily replace the station's signal with their
I didn't know
own.
that. I will say, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely, because I know your questions go back to this. You did everything right. Thumbnail's good, description's good, the title is good. You did everything you could to get people into the video. Now you got to get people to stay hooked. And I'm asking this genuinely, but why would they want to come to you instead of another YouTuber who does the same content? I think that you need to stand out more than they do. And in my opinion, a viewer is never going to connect with a robot voice than they would with a human voice. And that's just how people think. I definitely think it adds to the creepiness, but it's just too monotone and it just sounds the same throughout the whole entire video.
Cheap and easily available at that
It's almost annoying. It's almost like you just know it's a robot. And I'm sure you can find really good ones. I'm sure you can find really powerful AI, text to speech, which go ahead, try it. For all means, like if you can fool the viewers and use it, so be it. Who cares, right? I'm not anti-AI or anything, but this, to me, I definitely think you should be using your voice. I just think it gives you the connection to the creator, right? Like there's a creator behind this video. You don't see him, you don't hear him. And if everything is fake, if your thumbnail's AI and your title is, your title doesn't sound human made and your voice that plays throughout the whole thing is everything in between, I'm sure maybe you made the thumbnail. I don't know. We don't know. Nobody really knows. But human is always going to be better than AI. Always. So, again, that's a choice you can make. What's this one here? So there's another video here. Alright, so this guy...
If you're watching this video through reading glasses, like mine, you probably remember Max Headroom.
This is
Who was this person? Watch the 9 o'clock news.
This guy is the face of the content. If you look at anybody, I don't know what this type of video is called. I really don't know. I know one.
Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're getting into some creepy Reddit horror stories. And
there is a community behind it, realness behind it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying every single video needs to be, hey guys, welcome back to the channel, whatever. But there's always some form of human aspect behind it. So this guy, he uses his voice. This guy chooses to show himself. When I look at a video that is just purely robot and purely just, to me, I don't connect well with it. That's my thing. Maybe that's my issue. Maybe that's my thing. But that's just where my feedback. That's the feedback I would give. And maybe that's why, I can't say that's why you're not getting the impressions you need. You did everything right, but I think that is one thing that viewers will always gravitate towards.
The Federal Communications Commission launched an investigation almost immediately. In Chicago, that narrows down the geography somewhat. But not enough. No transmitter was ever found, no physical evidence was recovered, and no witnesses came forward. The case eventually went cold. They've surfaced some theories that are worth examining seriously. The most persistent theory points toward a group of technically sophisticated TV pirates operating in the...
I think this, like the whole format, like the video itself is great. And again, you gotta put yourself into it. And I believe that with anything you do, you gotta put yourself into it. Obviously, you put yourself into the editing, the way it progresses, and... the writing's great. Like I can't really complain about anything, in the best way that I can't think of a good way to explain that. Create some social media, create a person behind your videos. Because right now there's no person behind the videos for what a viewer would see. Humans will always, always, always outdo a robot. So yeah, I've said that 15,000 times now. I'm going to see how the video ends real quick. Just give a little bit of a little thing here.
Their life since then in complete anonymity. Maybe they still think about it. Maybe they've watched countless documentaries about their own crime. Maybe they watched the videos online, the same ones you might have watched before finding this, and they recognize themselves. Maybe they read the theories. And still, somewhere in a basement, in an attic, in the back of a storage unit in the city of Chicago, there might still be a piece of corrugated metal, gathering dust, forgotten. Looking like nothing.
The storytelling's amazing. I can't say anything wrong. Nothing's really wrong with it. Like the video itself is good.
At all. And that person knows exactly what it is.
And one thing I'll say too is music is huge. Music is huge. Some of the music doesn't really if we go back to this. Like dubstep and then which I get it, you're creating a scene, you're creating,
And then comes
but to me it's
called
very
Clutch Cargo, the broadcast.
And then this is like
they tried to triangulate where the signal originated from. The transmitter would have
I don't know. To me, the music I noticed was a bit inconsistent too, but that's all I can say on that. Description looks great. Timestamps, always great, always good. You got your hook. if you're into this type of stuff, make sure to subscribe. Our channel covers exactly what you're looking for. Amazing. We like that. We got your tags. Always good to have tags. And I'm sure there's tags in the video too, but I do believe YouTube will look at them from the description, and it helps, boost your video. Always good. So I do want to go back to this though. Create a custom thumbnail that you think is eye-catching. So it was a custom thumbnail. Nothing crazy wrong with it. I definitely thought at first glance maybe it was AI potentially. You never know anymore. You just never know. But looks good. Title with relevant keywords, always good. Description, tags into chapters. The video is fully edited and has decent pacing. I agree with most of that. The pacing could probably be fixed a bit. Make it just a bit more faster. Make some of the, the cuts and edits more consistent, because that's going to go a long way. For those of you who manage to increase impressions, what made the biggest difference? Is it usually the thumbnail? I definitely think just being yourself, doing what you are passionate about. If you're passionate about this type of stuff, keep doing it. Keep doing it. People with the same passion will come to your channel eventually, and you just got to keep doing it. Not going to be easy. It's not going to be fast. It's not going to be quick. You just got to keep doing it. Keep learning, keep improving. Look at your analytics, go through them. Keep getting feedback. Feedback is the most important thing ever, because if you aren't getting feedback, you are just doing the same thing over and over and over again, and that's the biggest mistake you could do. Speaking of feedback, I just launched a brand new Discord community. I wanted to create a place where creators can connect, give honest feedback, and discover useful resources, and to help each other out. The server is very new, and it's something I'm going to continue to build, but if you're looking to meet other creators and want, another set of eyes on your content, I would love to have you there. The link will be down below. And yeah, that wraps up this video here. Shout out to Dark Clovis, and hopefully I can review more of your guys' content. Dark Clovis, if you happen to ever see this video, I'd love to reach out and follow you on this journey, because I'm actually excited to see where this goes. If you guys want to check him out, link will be in the description down below. Thank you all for watching. That's it for me. See you all in the next one.